All right, we're back again. This time, we're going to be trying out something a little bit different. We're going to have our friend Eddie here.
Hello.
Do a little bit of a test. The Vertical Grip.
Oh.
So Sony makes a Vertical Grip compatible with several of their series. This is the one that's compatible with the A7 III, and it runs for about $350 at retail. However, there are also third-party ones you'll see, but the third-party ones tend to be about, $60, $70, which is a big leap between $350 and $70. So it makes you wonder, what's different? And is it actually worth the jump? We have our conclusions. However, we didn't want just our own conclusions. We wanted to see what other people thought. So we have people like Eddie here today and some others that you'll see throughout that will be trying it out, and then they'll see for themselves after doing a blind test which one they like more and which one they think is the one that's $350. So how you feel?
I got all this pressure on me. I don't know how to... I'm sweating profusely right now.
You think that you're gonna be able to tell the difference?
You're gonna be able to guess which one is what?
I don't know. I have no idea.
No? Okay. All right. Let's go find out.
To make sure that we can't figure out what brand is what, we have tape put over
Thanks, gaff
where
tape.
the logos would be. Yeah, thanks, gaff tape. There you go, Ed Bear.
Let's go have some fun. I like it.
Yeah?
I like it.
You like how it feels?
Yeah, it's really simplistic. The build quality is really nice.
Let's swap it out.
Yeah.
Let's try it. I own an A7 III, and I think I've taken maybe 200 photos with it. You don't have to have a lot of experience to be an expert.
Literally the definition.
Well, take a grip.
And
How's it feel?
Oh, it's definitely the texture on it is a lot more, I'd say sticky.
like rubbery?
Like rubbery, exactly, yeah. A lot more rubbery just for the initial feel. But I actually kind of like that. Because then it feels like it's a little more secure in your hand. I don't know, let's see.
My belly's hanging out.
Magical.
Okay,
All right.
so verdict on this one.
I definitely feel like this one's the Sony one, or like the actual name brand one. Just based on that tackiness.
It's a lot easier to grip.
It is a lot easier to grip, and kind of worthy. If you look close, it fits the same kind of like dip design, like speckle design that they have on the actual camera itself.
Okay.
But honestly, if this was the cheap one, it's a really good cheap one. I mean, there's a couple little things with it if you look closely, but I mean, you really have to look close to see a difference. I'm gonna say this one's the Sony, and this one's the cheaper one.
Okay. Well, Eddie, my boy,
I am really bad at what I do, don't I?
you'd be wrong.
Well, this one's also brand new.
That one's the Sony.
Really?
This one is Neewer.
So the crazy thing, right, if you look
Brand.
at it, so if you look at like where the autofocus button is,
Yeah.
this one's actually centered. This one's perfectly centered. This one's actually a little bit up on the top.
Yep.
So the Neewer goes for about $70,
Okay.
and then the Sony one goes for about.
You said 350, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Not worth the money.
Not worth it.
Not worth it.
You don't think so?
I wouldn't take my credit card out for this in a heartbeat.
I personally like the Neewer more, even if it wasn't cheaper, because
No, right?
it feels
it
better.
feels better, like especially with that grip, especially when you're shooting portrait or if you're shooting, trying to get like candid shots. That's gonna be really nice to have that.
Well,
Yeah.
this is
Isn't
the
that crazy?
That's insane. Yeah, I totally walked into this. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna know exactly which one's the cheap one, which one's the expensive one.
Crazy, isn't it?
I've been hoodwinked.
All right, so we are here in the warehouse district, and I got my sister here, Haley. So
I don't know what I'm doing.
Okay, so what you're gonna
I
be
drove
doing,
an hour for this. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay.
So,
This will be fun.
well, yeah, we'll get you with the first one, and see what happens. All right, we got it all set up. We got the first one ready. Don't break it.
Please. It's no.
Okay. All right, Hunter, go pose for me on the bench, I guess. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, what do you think about the grip? How's it feel here?
It's easy to hold on to.
Yeah.
You feel good?
For sure, yeah. It's easy to hold on to. The shutter's weird. I don't know if it's Sony or if it's
Compare it
this.
to the normal shutter.
I mean, it feels different, but it still is like, it just feels different. I don't know. It's still good though.
Alright.
Well,
Not great at describing that.
let's see if we can figure out how to put the other one on.
Okay, so one of these didn't work. I forget which one.
It
This
didn't
one
fit
didn't
in.
work.
Yeah, it didn't fit
It's
in.
the wrong size, so
Nice.
we can't do a test of both of them. But I'm sitting here trying to figure out which one's the more expensive one
Just by feeling it.
by feeling it. And so we took the batteries out of both, so they are generally pretty close to the same weight. This one's just a touch heavier.
Okay.
So
But which one's
this
which?
one feels like the more expensive one because this is more rubbery and this is more plasticky. It's easier to hold on to this one. But then, even though this one's more plasticky, you also have a button that has more textile, so it's like it's easier to move that. I like this one better though. I would buy this one. I haven't used both of them, but I like this one better.
The one that you think is the more expensive one
Uh-huh.
is not.
It's not?
Yeah, it's brand newer.
Wait. Oh,
It's
I
from
love
Neewer.
Newer.
Yeah, we love Newer
I have a
out
lot
here.
of Newer stuff.
Yeah.
So do I. Yeah, no.
What's this one?
Sony.
Sony.
I would much rather have the rubberized one because I feel confident holding, like, granted there's no camera on it, but I feel a lot more confident holding this because I shoot weddings. It gets hot, especially in August. I don't want to hold on to something plastic that's already slippery when it's nice out. I'd rather, this is a big guy, like I can keep a hold of this, it's not going to slip. The buttons are a little bit smaller, but I don't think I mind that. Again, I'm not actually using it, so I don't know. It's easier to hit the C1, C2 on the Sony one, but again, I don't really need to change it all that often for my shooting, so I would still go with this one.
Yeah. So do you think it's worth the
No,
extra
absolutely not.
$300?
You don't even need to finish the question now. I would be so happy with this, and I would brag about it to all my friends.
All right, so we got our friend Flacco here. He's going to be our last guy to try out and see if he can discern the difference.
Give it a shot.
All right, so that is yours to use. They flip that on, take that nose cap off. So you are good to go.
Oh, my boy.
Yeah. All right, so I have now swapped it out with a second one. So Flacco, I just want to get your first impressions. Grab a hold of that. Let me know what you think. How does it feel? Does it feel any different?
I like the grip of the other one, I'm not gonna lie, it feels a little more ergonomic. It could be me.
This
but
one? You like this one more or you like their one more?
The other one more, actually.
Okay.
I don't know, maybe I'm crazy, but
All right, so what do you not like about this one?
I felt like my fingers laced in a little bit better on the other one. You know
Okay, gotcha.
what I'm saying? It feels a little bit more, this one feels a little more universal. Let's do a multiple. Swing your arm down, let it hang. I didn't like it at first, but I'm kind of getting used to it now.
You like
it's
that
kind of like
one?
molding to my hand.
So you've had a chance to try them both out,
Sir.
and I'll let you hold the other one right now, just because why not? That one has the batteries out of it now. It's gonna be a little bit lighter, lightweight.
Super light, man.
Yeah. Well, without the batteries in them, yes.
Yeah, it's insane.
All right, so based on your preference, which one did you like more? Which one? Also, I guess, pretty more importantly, which one do you think is the $350 one?
Ooh. Okay, so right off the bat, I did like this one first, but now that I've been holding this for a minute, this one feels too smooth. I like this one better, I think.
Okay.
I think this is the more expensive one. This one seems like that fox leather, you know what I'm saying? Like that fake leather. This
Faux
has actually
leather.
got some, what's the word? Some material to it, you know, some rough
rubber.
texture. That's the word I'm looking for, texture. So it feels more textured, easier to hold. It doesn't feel like it's going to slip out of my hand.
Yeah.
This one feels a little smooth, like it might slip out. So.
Okay.
And this is the more expensive one. I could be wrong, but how it feels.
You think the one on the camera is the more expensive one?
I do think so.
All right. Well, you're wrong.
I should have stayed with my original.
Yeah. I mean, hey, I thought. So the thing is, don't feel bad.
Yeah.
Everyone's gotten it wrong.
Yeah.
Everyone thinks that this one is the higher end one, but mainly because the grip is just, a lot of people like that grip.
Nicer, yeah.
It feels easier to hold.
Well, just looking at it, like you can see how much smoother this one looks, shiny.
Yeah. All right. Do you think that it is worth the price difference between $70 to $350 to go with the Sony?
Absolutely not, never. That's bike parts, bro. No, never. I'd never pay 300.
All right, awesome. Well, there you go. There's our third person saying the exact same results and also mistaking it for the third time. So, you've seen the results from 3 of our people, and it seems pretty conclusive.
Everybody thought, you know, the cheaper one was the better one.
Yeah, again, not to diss Sony in any way, just because, and no one ever really trashed their product by any means. No. Nobody had anything bad to say. The worst was that the text wasn't centered right. But like, that's the worst thing you could say about a product.
Then that's a pretty good, you know, review right there too.
Yeah, so not dissing them in any way, it's just, it doesn't really show the value.
350 versus 70 for identical shape, button layout, everything like that. Yeah. Really, the only difference is the actual like grip texture, really.
And if there were something wrong with Neewer, maybe if Sony had some like longer longevity or something like that, maybe that makes it worth it. We talked about it before, like off recording, that like you would still have to buy 5 of them, at least like 5 of them before it
equaled out.
Yeah, before it equals out. So it's like, I don't know. To me, it doesn't seem worth it in that way. But
yeah. Maybe one does do a little bit better, like battery efficiency somehow, but I doubt it, honestly.
I don't think it would make a difference.
I don't think so either.
I don't see how it could. Obviously, I mean, we had the same conclusions when we tried it on our own time, but we did want to see if it was just us or if it's kind of a consensus thing. And it definitely seems to be a consensus thing. So if you enjoyed the video, leave a like, subscribe, more coming soon, and
bye.
Bye.